Welcome back to a new episode of the 30 by 30 series here in SUALVI. Today's episode 19, and I'm going to show you how to make a shape title animation. So it's basically a title that the text comes out of a shape, and then the shape takes it all out again. Perfect. All right, so first of all, it's not that complicated, as I always say, but then it takes a little bit of time to figure it out. So we're going to go to our Fusion composition. And we're gonna create a background node. We're gonna put some color in it. Then we're gonna create another background node. We're gonna create a new background node, and we're gonna connect it here. And we're gonna have these be a circle shape. And we're gonna make it smaller. And then we are going to take the solid out of it and make it the border a little bit bigger. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so then we can make it a little bit bigger also. Then we're gonna create a text, and we're gonna connect this here, like that. That's what we need. And we're gonna write our main text, which will be, let's just write main title for this time. And we're gonna use, you can use whatever font you like. It doesn't really matter that much. Let's make it light, I think. We can make it bigger also. Like that. Yeah, and then we're gonna position it at right in the center. Like that. And then before we copy these, because we're gonna animate this circle first of all. So we're gonna take it to this side. Let's make it a little bit smaller. So the size will kind of depend on the size of your text also. So we're gonna put a keyframe here on the size and on the position. No, the position not yet. We're gonna take this position keyframe out of there. Remove path. Okay. So first, and then we're gonna make it here, we're gonna make it the width go like that. And then here it's gonna be this one. So if it animates, it's gonna open like that. Then we're gonna go a couple frames, and there we're gonna create our position keyframe. And we're gonna go, let's go 22. Let's go 9 more frames. We're gonna go all the way to this side, and then we're gonna go wait a little bit, create another keyframe, and then go all the way back. All right, so that's the basic animation that we need. The next thing will be, we're gonna copy these and we're gonna add it to our text. So now when it animates, it should be showing our text. But why is it not showing it? Because first of all, we need to change here, and this needs to be the background. So we're gonna press Ctrl T there. And we also have to go to this mask and take the borders out and make it a solid. So now we are able to do this. We don't have to actually take the border. If we can decrease the border, or we can also decrease the size of this, so it actually just shows up as inside of the circle. So let's see how that looks. There. The next step would be, we're gonna go here to when the thing goes to the side, and we're gonna copy these and paste it there again. But we're gonna go all the way, everything that's behind here, everything that's all around here, all these keyframes, we're gonna get rid of those. So we're gonna remove the path of the size, and also here. And then this is the position, so we're gonna take this one out. And we're also gonna take this one out. All right, so then we have to change the shape of this. So we're gonna make it like an egg shaped gonna be like a little bit like that. It's fine. And then it needs to be long enough that it can cover all our text. And it should start, let's go to this keyframe. And it should start here. And we have to make sure that it's round as this circle. So we're gonna increase the size of it here. And that looks pretty decent. Okay, yeah. So then when the circle is animated, this of course is gonna be weird animated there. So what we need to do is we need to go frame by frame. We can get rid of this one. So it will stay there at the center. Okay, so the next thing is we need to copy these again. Well, actually we don't have to copy it, but we're gonna create a new shape here. And we're gonna a new eclipse. And we're gonna make it the same size as this one. There, and we're gonna put it right here with it, right in that same position. You'll see why in a second. So let's just copy that position there. It's gonna be easier that way. There. And then once the animation is done, we're gonna look at the time that it gets completely done. Okay, and it's there. Okay, so then here, a couple frames later, we're gonna create a keyframe for this one right here. And then we're gonna go one frame ahead and we're gonna invert this. Then we're gonna go back. We're gonna create a keyframe for this one here. And then we're gonna invert this. What that's gonna do is it's not gonna disappear, but that's gonna change the main mask to be so that when this one opens up and goes over these text, it will disappear. Okay, so then we're gonna go here to frame, let's say 70, and we're gonna create a keyframe for this size. And we're gonna do the same for our latest mask. And then we're gonna go, let's say 9 more frames. And we're gonna increase the size of these. And then we can copy this and add it to this one. There. So then we can go to the spline tool and we can select everything and press F to make it smooth. And then let's see how that looks. That looks pretty cool. Another thing that I did was I also added a little effect to the text. So you will see here, there's some fixing that needs to be done with the mask from on top here for some reason. So we're gonna have to fix that first. So what happened was that this spline tool messed it up. So that's why we have to fix it. There it goes, that's better. So that's basically the whole animation. And the last thing that I did was I went to this merge and I added a drop shadow to it, because that's what makes it look a little bit more realistic, I would say. And then you can play around with the angle that you want it to have, the distance, and like how strong the shadow is, and also how blurry the shadow is. If you make it to 0, it's gonna look like a super sharp shadow. So I left it like around there. So we're gonna look at it. There's more stuff that can be added to these, but then that would just make everything even more complicated. I'll let you figure out and discover more things that you can do. For example, what I did was I added a light that was coming out of this circle at the same time. Let's see, I think it's this one that I did that had that light. Yeah, so you see how it kind of like follows the circle there, but that's for another video because it just makes more complicated because you have to connect the light rays to a couple of different things. So for that, and then we're gonna go here and take our background out, make it all the way black, and then we can drop these on top of our footage. And once it renders out, we're gonna be able to see what it looks like. This one is the first one, and then there's the second one. So we're gonna render out, and I'm gonna show you the finished product. And yeah, and that was it for this episode number 19. I hope that you liked it and that you found this useful. If you like it, leave a like. If you want to comment something, don't forget to do so. And if you want to subscribe, you can also subscribe to our channel. We will appreciate all of those actions that you take. And I will see you tomorrow in the next episode of the 30 by 30 series here in SUALVI.